Hey guys, I just had a brilliant idea. You won't believe this. Let's make a depressive, suicidal, black metal tier list.
Can't believe my ears. Mr. Fatass actually has a good idea.
Nice one, Donnie, but at least don't be a phony liar. Our viewers had this great idea first, and we're thankful for their suggestions. I think we should start with Psychonaut 4.
You're more delusional than Joe, Barry.
What the hell? Psychonaut 4 are great.
We'll start with Xasthur because I'm a true American and I want to make America metal again. We must mention To Violate, the oblivious and subliminal genocide, which in my opinion, those are prime Connor creations.
Your opinion is shit as usual, Donnie. You seem to be the classical Xasthur fanboy who ignores Telepathic with the Deceased and The Funeral of Being Completely. Those were the best Xasthur albums, and May I Never Eat Ice Cream Again, if I'm wrong.
You're both full of shit, guys. No words spoken about the first album, Nocturnal Poisoning. That's some solid DSBM shit in there. I feel like cutting a vein or two when listening to that.
Yeah, the first album is pretty dope. And let's not forget about the acoustic stuff. I've seen some live shows with the new band. Connor seems healthy now, mentally and physically.
I'm glad for Connor, Donnie. But stop being a poser, and let's talk only about BDSM, which...
It's DSBM, old man.
What did I say?
Oh, for the love of depression. At least we can all agree Xasthur is S tier.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Future Depressive Inmate. I guess we should also talk about Leviathan.
Absolutely. I mean, what other better place to write music for Xasthur and Leviathan other than California, right?
You need some sunlight, Joe. You can get too depressive sometimes. Anyway, Leviathan is a great black metal band, but it's rather inclined to be depressive or suicidal when referring to their lyrics.
What do you mean, Donnie? You're telling me those riffs on massive conspiracy against all life and 10th sublevel of suicide aren't depressive?
I think Donnie is right on this one. There are some serious influences from the second wave of black metal bands in there.
Yeah, Rubbinette, but Made as the Stale Wine of Wrath has some pretty depressive slow riffs, if you ask me.
But then again, they intertwine with the ambient and bestial riffs. A tier, in my opinion, boys. And I'm referring strictly to the depressive, suicidal, instrumental parts.
Wow, you guys are absolutely delusional.
Let's get to Psychonaut 4 now. Easiest S tier of my life.
Joe, are you goddamn stupid? You're telling me Leviathan is not depressive black metal, but Psychonaut 4 is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen to Too Late to Call an Ambulance. I mean, Georgia is a pretty depressive place. It's the best place for BDSM.
You're insane, bruh. Listen to Dipsomania. There's a bunch of mid-stoner rock riffs with a screamy voice in the background. But Graph is pretty dope, not gonna lie. Anyway, that's not DSBM, Joe. Take your good pills and stop saying stupid shit.
I wouldn't be so tough on the boys, Donnie. The riffs made by Glix and Drifter are cool, and the combination with Graph's voice is quite innovative.
My man Hussein got into his senses. Let's put them in S tier.
Although I don't consider them truly DSBM. Psychonaut 4 is a great band, and they deserve a tier.
I would normally put them in B, but after I listened to the monologue in Alcoholism, I understood that I have to quit bourbon for good. So thanks, Psychonaut 4. They deserve an A.
Okay, I can live with this. What do we got next on our list? I really want to get to Silencer. They're dope.
You're lucky, Joe. Natram's band is on the list. Not really much to say about these guys. Pretty sick band, and I mean literally. They made only one full-length DSBM album.
But it was one hell of an album. Listen to those screeches on Sterile Nails and Thunder Bowels. That was some pretty dope shit at the time.
Natram's vocals are pretty impressive and terrifying as well. I remember back in the day when I listened to the opening track, I was listening to the calm intro, and then I shat my pants instantly when the vocals hit in after 1 minute. Jill wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah, thanks for the useful information, Joe. Let's get back to Silencer. Speaking of the opening track, I find that piano part in the middle section of the song quite mesmerizing.
Don't remind me of that one, Barry. After the piano part ended, Natram's scream made me piss myself also.
What in fucking tarnation, Joe? It wasn't even that loud or overwhelming. My grandma can make scarier screeches. If something ever impressed me regarding a black metal screaming out of nowhere, that would only be the scream in dissections where dead angels lie.
Azerate 218. Donnie J. Rest in chaos, John. Anyway, I would put these guys in B tier. They only made an album.
What the fuck, Barry? They're one of the most influential BDSM bands. They should be in S tier.
I'm quite into Silencer's riffs. They're quite hypnotic and create a great atmosphere. But I have to agree with Mr. Hussein on this one. I'm sorry, Joe, they deserve B tier.
You orange piece of shit. We always do it your way.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. We always argue, and Barry can confirm that I always make compromises.
Not always, but I'm surprised at the progress we made on the way. What other bands should we rate, Donnie?
What happened with your voice, Barry?
Nothing. I think I caught a cold, and that's why my voice sounds funny.
Anyway, let's get back to our tier list. I choose Kistvaen. They're a great band.
Kiss who?
It's Kistvaen, Joe. They're a Romanian DSBM band.
Oh, I like ex-communist countries. Their urban areas look depressive as fuck. So I guess they have tons of inspiration for their BDSM songs.
For the love of melancholy and depression, it's DSBM, Joe.
Sorry, my bad. I just got excited.
So as I was saying, Kistvaen have made 2 studio albums. My personal favorite would be their first one, Leviathan. Attitude featuring Nicholas Clarkforth is a fucking masterpiece.
Got to agree with you, Barry. It's a roller coaster of melancholy and despair. Stefan's and Kvarforth's vocals go hand-in-hand perfectly with Fenrir's and Vlad's riffs. But my favorite track on this album is Departure.
I think I got my voice back. Pretty dope riffs on that one too, Donnie J. And the screaming and screeches at the end of the song make it an impeccable DSBM masterpiece.
I'm more into their second album, Desolate Ways. Their track of Flesh is a great example of how atmospheric and depressive black metal can work well together.
Stage was their new vocalist at that point, and that's what makes Kistvaen a lucky band.
True shit, Barry. Stege does a great job on this album. The one I like the most is Emotional Holocaust. They also did justice to Ytterligare ett steg närmare Total jävla utfrysning, the shining song they covered. I'm sorry they didn't create more music. A great band, but I would only put them in a tier for now.
I tier for me also. I like them a lot, but they'll have some work to do if they want to get in S tier.
Whatever you say, guys, they sound promising. I'll give them a listen.
By the way, guys, we also talked about some other DSBM bands in our previous videos, mainly in US President's Black Metal Bands, Tier List Part 3. You can find the link at the end of the video.
What other bands should we rate?
Thy Light is next.
Shit. Michelle got home.
What the hell, Barry? Are you okay?
Is he possessed by Michelle? I like his new voice.
Sorry, guys, I have to leave. We have to continue this next time. Horns up.
Not again, Obama. Fucking poser. See you for part 2, Metal Bowlers.
Comment your suggestions, please. And stay metal, everyone. I'll leave you with Varg for the outro.
That's all for today's Black Metal President's Adventure. There's a lot more to see in the next video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Metal Bowl. Bye-bye.